The Charlotte City Council has approved an $800 million renovation of Bank of America Stadium, with $650 million coming from public funds and $150 million from Panthers owner David Tepper. The deal keeps the Carolina Panthers and Charlotte FC in Charlotte through at least 2044. Welcome to Big Builds. On June 24th, 2024, Charlotte's City Council voted to approve what would become the largest public investment in Carolina sports history. The $800 million renovation of Bank of America Stadium represents a massive commitment from both the city and the team, with a public contribution of $650 million raising immediate questions about taxpayer value and long-term benefits for the Charlotte community. The financial structure relies entirely on existing hospitality and tourism taxes, meaning no new tax increases for Charlotte residents. According to Dr. Victor Matheson, sports economist at College of the Holy Cross, this funding mechanism shifts the burden primarily to visitors and tourists rather than local taxpayers. However, he notes that opportunity cost remains a consideration, as these funds could theoretically support other municipal priorities. Bank of America Stadium opened in 1996, and by 2021, structural audits from engineering firm Walter P. Moore revealed significant infrastructure concerns. The mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems required comprehensive modernization, while the facility struggled to meet current NFL standards for hospitality and technology. Panthers owner David Tepper had publicly discussed either major renovation or potential relocation, creating urgency for Charlotte officials to act. The approved plan keeps the stadium at its current uptown Charlotte location, with complete reconstruction postponed in favor of comprehensive renovation. HOK, the global stadium architecture firm behind SoFi Stadium and Allegiant Stadium, designed the renovation to transform fan experience while maintaining operational continuity. Both the Carolina Panthers and Charlotte FC will continue playing throughout the 5-year construction timeline from early 2025 through late 2029. The renovation scope touches virtually every aspect of the stadium experience. Every single seat across all seating levels will be replaced with modern options featuring improved sightlines and comfort. New video boards at both end zones will dwarf the current displays, while LED technology will surround the entire seating bowl. The audio system receives a complete overhaul with state-of-the-art speakers and acoustic engineering. Infrastructure improvements extend throughout the facility. Express escalators and elevators will improve accessibility across all concourse levels, while every restroom undergoes modernization with touchless fixtures and expanded gender-neutral options. The mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems that serve the entire stadium will be renovated or replaced, addressing the core structural concerns identified in engineering audits. The exterior transformation may prove most dramatic for Charlotte residents. The stadium facade receives a complete redesign with new glass pavilions, creating transparency between the building and surrounding streets. The South Lawn becomes a major public space designed for community use on non-event days, hosting educational programs, fitness classes, outdoor movies, and neighborhood gatherings. David Tepper emphasized this community integration aspect during council presentations, positioning the stadium as a year-round civic asset rather than an event-only facility. The North Concourse converts into the Skyline Deck, an open-air terrace offering panoramic views of Charlotte's downtown skyline. This space will operate as both a premium game day destination and a rentable venue for private events throughout the year. New public plazas surrounding the stadium will accommodate fan fests, concerts, sports competitions, and esports tournaments, expanding the facility's utility beyond traditional football and soccer matches. Hospitality and premium seating undergo total transformation. Every hospitality lounge and club space will be renovated or expanded, with new all-inclusive suites and modernized options across all seating levels. A new social patio area and field-level club rooms bring fans closer to the action, while multiple new bars and grab-and-go food courts address long-standing concession complaints. The team store expands significantly, with additional retail spaces connecting to the surrounding entertainment district. The renovation incorporates sustainability measures becoming standard across new NFL facilities. Energy-efficient HVAC systems, LED lighting throughout, and rainwater collection systems reduce environmental impact and operational costs. Waste management systems prioritize recycling and composting, while improved connectivity infrastructure supports digital ticketing and cashless concessions. Player facilities receive equal attention to fan amenities. New locker rooms, physical therapy spaces, and medical facilities meet current NFL standards for player health and recovery. Fitness rooms, team meeting spaces, and coaching offices undergo complete renovation for both the Panthers and Charlotte FC. The playing surface itself gets upgraded drainage and irrigation systems, while the tunnel experience for player introductions receives theatrical enhancements. The 20-year commitment represents the core business outcome for Charlotte. The agreement prevents the Panthers from relocating before 2044, with significant financial penalties discouraging any earlier departure. Panthers president Christy Coleman stated publicly that this renovation positions Charlotte as the team's permanent home, though the contract technically allows relocation discussions starting in 2044. Cleveland State University economist J.C. Bradbury, who has studied NFL stadium economics extensively, notes that public financing for stadium renovations typically offers better community value than new construction projects. The renovation preserves existing infrastructure investment while modernizing amenities, avoiding the massive demolition costs and site preparation expenses associated with new builds. However, he emphasizes that $650 million in public funding still requires careful economic impact assessment. The projected economic impact during construction reaches $1.8 billion, according to studies commissioned by the Panthers organization. Construction is expected to create over 2,000 jobs during the build phase, with ongoing operational employment increasing through expanded hospitality and event programming. Independent economists typically discount these figures, noting that entertainment spending often represents reallocated rather than new economic activity. Political opposition focused primarily on the public funding split rather than the renovation concept itself. Some Charlotte City Council members argued for a higher private contribution from David Tepper, whose net worth exceeds $15 billion. Supporters countered that without substantial public investment, the Panthers might pursue relocation to cities offering more generous stadium deals, pointing to recent NFL franchise movements and expansion discussions. The contract includes additional requirements beyond the initial $800 million renovation. David Tepper commits to an additional $420 million in facility investments over the next 20 years, ensuring continued modernization beyond the initial construction phase. 10-year facility reviews are mandated, with options for additional upgrades as technology and NFL standards evolve. Construction phasing allows both teams to maintain home schedules throughout the renovation period. Phase 1 from 2025 through 2026 focuses on behind-the-scenes infrastructure and mechanical systems with minimal fan impact. Phases 2 through 4 from 2026 through 2029 tackle visible elements including seating bowls, hospitality spaces, and facade work. Some areas may have restricted access outside game days, but no season will occur without full public admission. The renovation represents Charlotte's strategy to maintain NFL and MMLS presence through at least the 2040-year range. Rather than pursuing a controversial new stadium with even higher public costs and uncertain location battles, city leaders opted for comprehensive modernization of an existing asset in an established entertainment district. This approach preserves Uptown Charlotte's investment in surrounding infrastructure while upgrading the stadium to compete with recently completed NFL facilities in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Inglewood. The contract does include provisions for future stadium discussions starting in 2037, allowing potential renegotiation if the Panthers organization pursues new construction. No plans currently exist for a retractable roof, despite Charlotte's occasional weather challenges, with both the city and team maintaining focus on open-air football aligned with NFL tradition and cost management. Comparisons to recent NFL stadium projects provide context for Charlotte's approach. SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles cost $5 billion with entirely private financing, while Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas reached $1.9 billion with $750 million in public funding. Bank of America. Stadium's renovation falls between traditional public-private splits seen in recent stadium deals, though the high public percentage has drawn criticism from fiscal conservative groups and national sports business analysts. Dr. Matheson points out that stadium renovation economics differ substantially from new construction. The existing location in uptown Charlotte provides established access to hotels, restaurants, and entertainment venues that amplify game day economic activity. A new suburban location would require massive infrastructure investment in roads, parking, and supporting development before generating comparable economic returns. The facility will continue serving dual purposes for both NFL and MLS operations, a relatively unique arrangement requiring careful scheduling and field management. Charlotte FC's presence strengthens the stadium's utilization argument, with combined events reaching over 30 dates annually before including concerts and special events. This higher utilization rate helps justify public investment compared to NFL-only facilities sitting empty for extended periods. Bank of America Stadium's transformation represents a critical decision point for Charlotte's sports future. The $800 million renovation keeps the Carolina Panthers and Charlotte FC in Charlotte through at least 2044, while modernizing a facility that had fallen behind contemporary NFL standards. The public contribution of $650 million from existing hospitality taxes avoids direct taxpayer increases, though opportunity costs and economic impact debates will continue throughout the construction timeline. We'll be tracking Bank of America Stadium's renovation progress closely as construction begins in early 2025 and continues through late 2029. If you want to stay updated on all the latest NFL stadium developments and construction news, hit that like button and subscribe to Big Builds for comprehensive coverage of the mega money world of professional sports facilities.